I want to thank Lisa from Swanson Communications for picking this amazing spot. I think it's beautiful. It's going to be one of my new favorite places to do a press conference. And so thank you, Lisa. Now, can you guys maybe turn off the music as well? Okay, great. It's going to be party time this Saturday from the Stop Up Center. We are going to have amazing time. There's going to be food, there's going to be drinks. The Corona girls are going to be there. There's going to be a lineup of world champions headed up by Mikey Garcia and Sergio Mora, John Molina, Angulo, Ariola, Brazili, Josecito Lopez, Victor Ortiz, and Robert Guerrero, Carlos Balderas, Lindolfo Delgado, and on and on and on. They're all going to be there to sign autographs. We're going to be starting at 12:30. It's going to go on until around 3:30. Great time, live music. Lots of food trucks are going to be there, so make sure you show up early and you encourage your readers or writers to show up. Then, of course, we're going to have Double Trouble. Double Trouble from the Stop Up Center, October the 14th. It's going to be live on Fox and Fox Deportes starting at 4:30 p.m. Pacific, 7:30 Eastern prime time. Fox. What a great showcase for the sport of boxing, but what a great showcase as well for these fighters up here, which will all be seen across the nation, across the world, with live action. So thank you very much to Fox and Fox Deportes, and a big thank you as well to the founder and the main guy behind, the main brain behind all of that, my good friend Al Heyman. It's going to be a great fight presented by PBC and of course sponsored by Corona, so a big thank you to Corona as well. We're going to have a huge card. It's going to be 12 fights. So it really is going to be a boxing festival at the Stop Up. We have a little bit of everything on the card. We have besides the 3 TV fights, which I come to in a minute, we have 2 Olympians. Eimantas Stanionis from Lithuania, the much talked about knockout artist who is trained by Freddie Roach out here of the Wildcard Gym. And then we have Misael Rodriguez, the first Mexican Olympian in 16 years to bring home a boxing medal to his boxing-rich tradition homeland of Mexico. And he is trained by the legendary Robert Diaz, who is right there. Garcia, sorry. Robert Garcia, who is right there. And I see that Misael is over there, so please welcome Misael as well. We are going to have Leo's brother on the card as well, Antonio Santa Cruz. And talking about brothers, we are going to have Carlos Balderas' brother, Jose Balderas, on the card as well in his second fight. We have a couple of young fighters, Cherry and Jose Perez from Oak Hill, fighting on the card as well. So a little bit of everything. You have Robert Marroquin from Dallas in an Ivan Redkach as well. So a fantastic night. So be there early. I'd like to thank as well the California State Athletic Commission, Andy Foster, and particular big thank you as well to Tom Brown from TGB Promotions, and Brittany as well, which is here. Tom is busy, has a busy schedule. He has 2 fights, 2 promotions that night. Tom is at the Showtime card in New York, but of course we're happy to have Brittany here. So thank you for the co-promotion. I'd like to point out, having you told all of that about the fiesta, the great cards, the amazing fighters we're going to have here. Well, the best part is all that for as little as $30. I have to admit, the $30 and $50 tickets sold out very, very quickly. So we did add some more. We do anticipate a huge crowd on Saturday night. So there are still a few $30 and $50 tickets available, which we recently, actually yesterday, released. So make sure if you want to go and want to be in these two price categories, go and get them now. Now let's talk about the televised card. First up is going to be a fight between Eddie Ramirez, who has a record of 17-0, undefeated, against one of the well-known names in the sport, a very accomplished fighter who you are very familiar with, who has delivered so many great fights, and obviously he's not done. He's up for the challenge, and he knows that the win over the undefeated Ramirez would certainly put him right back into the mix of big fights. And that man is Antonio DeMarco, with a record of 32-6 with 23 knockouts. Please welcome Antonio DeMarco. You want to come up and say a few words?
Bueno, primero que nada, muchas gracias a todos los aquí presentes.
I want to thank everyone for being here. Thank you very much.
Bueno, y darle gracias al de arriba, gracias a Dios por tenerme aquí. Para mí es una bendición.
I want to thank the man upstairs. Being here is certainly a wonderful experience. It's an honor. It's a blessing.
Darle las gracias a Tom Brown, a Richard Schaefer y a todos los que están organizando este evento.
I want to thank Tom Braun, Richard Schaefer, and everyone that is organizing this event.
Darle las gracias también a mi oponente Ramírez y a su equipo de trabajo por aceptar la pelea.
I want to thank my opponent Eddie Ramirez for putting in the work and taking this fight.
Y es una bendición, como le digo, estar aquí, estar en esta cartelera donde pelea Mares, pelea Santa Cruz, pelea Avalos, Gutierrez. La verdad es algo impresionante para mí.
The reality is it's a blessing to be on a card of this magnitude with the names like Santa Cruz, Mares, Gutierrez, Avalos. I can't stress enough how much this is a blessing for me.
Digo esas palabras porque yo pensé que no volvería a estar en un lugar así, que no volvería a estar en un ring. Y le doy gracias a Dios que estoy aquí y con una buena preparación para dar una buena pelea para la gente.
I want to thank God once again. I have put myself through a terrific training camp it's been a great training camp for what I hope to be a great fight.
Y demostrar a la gente y a mí mismo y a mi familia que cuando hay tropezones, cuando las cosas son difíciles, sí se puede salir adelante.
And I want to prove to myself, I want to, prove to my family and the fans that, when things get difficult, you can still come out victorious.
Bendiciones a todos. Que Dios nos bendiga y que gane el mejor.
May God bless you and may the best man win on Saturday.
Certainly a class act, always Antonio DeMarco. Looking forward to see him fight. He's going to go in against the young lion, a fighter which I followed for quite a while. He has a record now of 17-0, undefeated, quickly making a name for himself in the sport. And I think at the pace he's going to be soon ready for a world title challenge as well. So it's a pleasure now for me to introduce to you Eddie Ramirez.
Hello everyone. I'm gonna try to keep it short. I had a great training camp. And I put in the work. I train all year round, and I stay ready. And I'm just ready to showcase myself this Saturday. And I hope to see you all there. I want to thank all the promoters, my manager, for this opportunity. I want to thank Antonio DeMarco for taking the fight. A win over me, this is safe for his career. His career is at stake. And I know he's gonna come prepared and put up a great fight.
Thank you. Now, up next is going to be Abner Mares versus Andres Gutierrez. Both originally from Guadalajara. Gutierrez is 24 years old, or young, I should say. He turned pro at age 16, and he was all fired up, ready to go, trained hard, and traveled to Ireland to fight for the World Championship against Carl Frampton. And then he got injured. He made the weigh-in, went home to the hotel, took a shower, slipped, and had cuts all over. That's how quickly sometimes dreams can go away. Here he is, getting a second bite at the apple, as they say. He has an opportunity to go in against one of the true legends of the sport, one of the most decorated fighters to come out of Mexico, an Olympian, a 6 or 7 time world champion in 3 different weight classes. And this is going to be a fight, I can tell you, you don't want to miss. It's a pleasure now for me to introduce to you, with a record of 35-1 with 25 knockouts, Andres El Jaguar Gutierrez.
¿Qué tal? Buenas tardes a todos. Contentos de estar aquí para una gran pelea.
Good afternoon to everyone. I'm very excited and honored to be here. Looking forward to a great fight.
Nos preparamos bastante fuerte, estamos al 100%. Después de ese accidente, pues ya eso ya quedó atrás.
This accident is behind us now. We have prepared very hard. I feel 100% very strong, ready.
Y estoy listo para dar una gran pelea, un gran espectáculo para la gente, una guerra arriba del ring, y no esperen menos. Muchas gracias.
And I'm ready for a war. I'm very excited and looking forward to putting on a wonderful performance on Saturday. Thank you.
Gracias.
Thank you, Andres, and please do not take a shower after the weigh-in, okay? Can you please translate that in Spanish to make sure he gets it?
Que no sé con el shower después del mensaje.
No shower, no cuts.
Que no te bañes.
Well, Abner Mares. Abner Mares is really one of my favorite fighters, one of my closest friends as well. A terrific fighter who has given the sport so much. I was fortunate to be able to promote most of his fights throughout his career. He is a fighter as well who very much listens to his corner. He is a student of the sport, and he was fortunate throughout his career to really be surrounded by some very good trainers. And as it is when we go through school, you know, you never stay with the same teacher either. He's the kind of guy who keeps on challenging himself. And we've seen what happened with Abner Mares on how he really reinvented himself in the last fight against Cuellar, when a lot of people had written him off, didn't give him a chance, and felt that Cuellar was going to knock him out. But he surrounded himself with a man, with a trainer, with a team, with Robert Garcia. Got it right. With Robert Garcia, who, as I said before, really is today one of the most respected, admired, and asked for trainers in the fight game, and is quickly becoming really one of those legendary trainers who understands on how to bring out the best in the fighters. And I'd like to ask Robert to quickly come up and say a few words. You don't want to? All right. Okay. Well, there he is. Then let's move on now to the man I just described before. He's a 2004 Olympian. He's a fighter who always comes in his best, gives his best, knows how to entertain, is the definition of an all-action fighter, never been throughout his entire career, never been in a boring fight, really never been in a boring round or a boring moment. That's what we like about him, and sometimes almost a bit too brave for his own good, at least for me sitting there ringside. And but it's always a pleasure to promote him, to promote his fights. Truly one of the best in the sport, Abner Mares.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I want to start off by thanking God, the Lord out there, for keeping me safe, blessed throughout this whole camp. Me and my team, Robert Garcia, Luis Garcia, Juan, Eder, my wife, everybody, the whole team. I'm really, really happy to be here. I also want to thank Ringstar. I want to thank Al Heyman. I want to thank Lisa too. Lisa, great place. Great view, but come on, the restaurant. Last thing a fighter wants to be at is a restaurant right now, especially just thinking about food. But it's beautiful, you know. And I'm just happy to be here. Happy to be fighting great fighters such as Andres Gutierrez. He's a hungry kid who's 26 years old. He's got the opportunity of his lifetime. World title challenge, and he's going to take advantage of it. So for that reason, I train really, really hard. We didn't take no shortcuts, no easy route. It's just hard training as we were getting ready to fight Leo Santa Cruz. Same mentality. We're fighting Andres Gutierrez. If anything, no disrespect, obviously, but I say this with true honesty. These fighters are the most difficult ones because they have no fear, nothing to lose, everything to gain. So I'm really, really happy about that. You know what? It's just one fight that's gonna get me even better. Tough fight, like Richard said. I like to entertain. I'm going to go in there and give you guys a fight. I'm gonna go in there and give you guys a really, really good show. Thank you, Fox. It's gonna be on Fox. Come on, guys, Fox, check it out, man. It's gonna come early. Remember, it's an early show. I will be up in the ring around 5:30. I know I'm telling a lot of friends because they like to, we're in that Mexican time. We always like to show up late. So if it's 5, it's 5. Get there at 5, man. All right, and appreciate it.
Tell them that you're fighting at 2.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm fighting at 2 so you can get there. But man, for real, man. But be there at 5. It's gonna be a great fight. Leo Santa Cruz has got a tough fight against Avalos. I know Avalos. We sparred many times. He's a hard fighter. We got DeMarco, good friend. Me and DeMarco go way back. Tenemos muchas aventuras, muchos recuerdos allá en Tijuana con DeMarco. Pues todos en esta cartelera muy bien. No se pierdan la pelea de mi pupilo, Misael Gutierrez. Sí, es que estoy enfocado en el peleador. Misael Rodríguez. Misael, no se pierdan esa pelea. Él va a ser temprano a la 1. Exolímpico mexicano, medalla de bronce. Un gran peleador que va a dar una gran pelea. Y este año se va a ir con 6 peleas, 6 victorias, primeramente Dios. Thank you so much. Del Mares, thank you so much. Y que viva México. Gracias.
Now you made me feel better. That shows how excited we are, right? Now let's move on to the main event. And when I say main event, this is really all 3 of those fights could be main events because all 3 of them, I can assure you, are going to be fireworks and action-packed. I can guarantee you that. It's going to be non-stop action. And the same obviously is here with Leo Santa Cruz going against Cruz Avalos. And as Abner alluded to it, it's often those kind of fights where maybe as the great champion, as the legend Leo is, maybe you spar around less or you run a little bit later in the morning or, I'm not saying you did that, but you just never know. And then the challenger, who is perceived to be a big underdog, he does everything right. He knows that this is his moment, maybe his last moment at the world title. And suddenly fights which were supposed to be very wide become very close. And sometimes that's when you see the upsets. And I mentioned that to both, to Abner and to Leo, to be careful. Don't underestimate those guys. Because these 2 guys, Avalos and Gutierrez, they know what a win would do for them, for their career, and for their families. So with Cruz Avalos, we have an all-action fighter, another one of those guys who fits right into this bill. He has 20 of his 27 wins are coming by knockout. In 2015, he challenged for the world title against Carl Frampton. It didn't go his way, and here he is. A couple years later, he has another chance. And that's the beauty about boxing, you get another chance. But once you start challenging twice, 3 times, you know that it's probably going to be the end of the road. So for Chris Avalos, he knows what this means, what this opportunity means, what this can change, how this fight can change his life. He knows it might be his last chance. It's a pleasure for me now to introduce to you the all-action warrior, Chris Avalos from Lancaster, California.
Hello everyone. First off, it's a blessing to be here. Happy that everybody's here, and I just want to thank my team for keeping me in a strong, hard camp, and as well, I'd like to thank Leo for taking the fight, and the promoters for making the fight happen. Also my manager, and everybody who came to make the fight possible. So I don't have a lot to say. I just want to say thank you to everybody, and hopefully you guys enjoy the fights. And I'm gonna come to fight, and I'm gonna come to win. I'm sure he as well. So it's gonna be a good fight. So thank you to everybody for being here, and hopefully Saturday we see everybody else. So
Thank you, Chris. With Leo Santa Cruz, I could pretty much duplicate what I just said about Abner, another very close friend of mine, who I was fortunate to be able to promote most of his fights. Just really one of the, and most of you guys know him, and I know you would agree with me, truly one of the nicest, politest guys in the sport. He's a family man, as Abner is, and by the way, both have their wives here, and I like to welcome them as well. We have Leo's father here as well, who is his trainer, so very happy to see Senor Santa Cruz here. Just like with Abner, Leo is the kind of fighter who listens to his corner, and you see that when you watch it on how he listens, and then he goes in the ring and he converts what his trainer tells him, in this case his father. He is a born entertainer, an all-action style, and really in the last 5 years fought everyone. And I was looking at BoxRec. Do you know that in the last 5 years every one of his fights was a world championship fight? I mean, that's just amazing. It shows you the quality of opponents he's been fighting. He's a multiple-time world champion, 6, 7, 8 times, I don't know, I lost count. Or is it more? 3 weight classes, truly one of the biggest names in the sport today. Certainly from Mexico, but irrespective really from where and irrespective of weight class. And he had an exciting fight. He took care of business in January against Carl Frampton from Las Vegas, another thrilling fight. So I'm really pleased to introduce to you now somebody who really doesn't need any introduction, my good friend, the world champion, Leo Santa Cruz.
Bueno, muy buenas tardes a todos. Le quiero dar las gracias a Diosito, gracias a mi manager, a O'Heyman, gracias a Silvia, a Márquez, a Lisa, a todo mi equipo, le quiero dar las gracias a todo mi equipo, también a mis compañeros que me ayudaron a entrenar para esta pelea, a Jerry, que va a estar en esa cartelera, es un gran peleador, mírenlo, a su hermano Joey, a mi primo Antonio Santa Cruz, otro peleador, no sé si va a pelear todavía, pero iba a pelear aquí, Ivan Redcatch también. Nosotros nos motivamos en el gimnasio, íbamos a entrenar juntos, sparré con muchos de ellos, también íbamos a correr, íbamos al entrenamiento de strength and conditioning, también gracias a mi entrenador Andy Aguilar, a Vanessa, mi masajista, gracias a Amore, también me ayudó para este campamento, fue mi primer campamento que me ha ayudado, me dio más velocidad, me puso movimiento, a mi hermano Antonio, a mi papá que todos lo que saben que está pasando por cáncer, él todos los días se la pasa con dolor en la espalda, con los pies, dice que siente que se le queman, y vomitando y todo, pero él tomó así como se sentía de mal, siempre iba al gimnasio conmigo para estarme apoyando, para a mí y a todos los peleadores, porque sabe que esta es una pelea importante y que tienen que estar ahí, que sabe que cuando él está ahí yo le echo más ganas y más motivación. También le doy las gracias a mi papá y a todo el equipo que me apoyó, a todavía no a mi esposa, pero va a ser el futuro mi esposa, también le doy las gracias. Y nomás a toda la gente, a todos los fans, a todos los de la televisión, a Fox Sports, a toda la gente que me ha ayudado a llegar hasta donde estoy, que la verdad yo nunca creí que fuera a llegar hasta donde estoy ahorita. Es como un sueño, es un sueño para mí todo lo que he estado viviendo, todo lo que vivo ahorita. Por eso siempre todos los días le doy gracias a Dios por bendecirme, por haberme vivido tanto, y también, como digo, a todos los fans, porque si no fuera por los fans no estaría aquí también. Muchísimas gracias. Y del entrenamiento, pues hemos entrenado bastante fuerte, siempre vinimos bien motivados. Sabemos que Cruz Avalos es un gran peleador, lo conocemos desde los amateurs. Él estuvo ganando muchos torneos, íbamos a las peleas y ahí yo lo miraba. Casi nunca nos tocaba enfrentarnos, pero una vez nos tocó enfrentarnos y peleamos en el país que eran los Junior Olympics. Ahí peleamos y fue una pelea bastante dura, bastante buena. Al final me dieron la decisión a mí, ellos pensaron que ellos ganaron y pues la pelea estuvo muy buena, estuvo pareja, pero me dieron la decisión a mí y ellos querían la revancha, pero nunca se la dimos en el amateur, nunca nos tocó enfrentarnos otra vez. Pero ahora se llegó la oportunidad de la revancha en lo profesional y aquí está. Ojalá que nomás le pido a Diosito que los dos hagamos bien, no salgamos lastimados, que los dos hagamos sin daños de la pelea, que nos proteja a los dos y que gane el mejor, que gane el que venga mejor preparado. Y porque como dicen, las peleas se ganan en el gimnasio, y nomás esperamos darle una gran pelea a toda la gente, a todos los fans, que para eso porque ellos se gastan todo ese dinero por el que trabajan duro, y ellos se lo gastan para ir a mirarnos. Lo que menos que se merecen es que les demos una gran pelea, y así va a ser, porque hay muchos peleadores muy buenos en esta cartera. Está, como dice Eddie Ramírez, está Amne Mares, está uno que también pelea en los amateur, marroquín, un gran Misael chino, está de Marco, Gutierrez. Yo pienso que todas las peleas van a ser buenísimas, que va a estar duro y lo vamos a tener que poner ese extra, porque cualquiera de nosotros vamos a querer robar el show, y para hacer eso va a estar bastante duro, porque todos los peleadores que están aquí en esta cartelera son bastante buenos. La gente no se la va a querer perder, vengan a apoyarnos y se van a ir contentos de esta noche. Muchísimas gracias a todos. So good afternoon to everyone. I want to say, like I said, I thank God for blessing me this much. I think more than I expected. And also I want to thank my manager, Ahim, and Sylvia, Lisa, Richard Shepard. Thanks to him, I got to meet Al, and ever since I met Al, it's been a blessing to me. Everything started going great and everything, and I was, very happy and to be here. And I just want to go out there and give a great show. Like I said, there are a lot of great fighters here in this card, so it's gonna be hard to pick what was the best fight of the night. So all of us are gonna have to put that extra motivation out there to try to win that. Because like I said, there's Amne Mares here, Eddie Ramirez, DeMarco, Avalos, Gutierrez, Marroquin, Chino, my cousin, and then the two other fighters that they train with me, Jerry Perez and Joy. They're also great fighters. So it's gonna be, a great night for boxing fans, and they're gonna come and enjoy that night. So I just want to thank you guys, come support us, and thank you for always showing the support.
Thank you very much, Leo, and remember, 12:30 the doors open, and Saturday afternoon, early evening, the weather is supposed to be beautiful like we have it here. It's going to be party time at the StubHub Center. Great food, great music, great fighters signing autographs. So please encourage all fight fans to come early, to be there, to see the great undercard action, and then be there in their seats when we go live at 4:30 on Fox and Fox Deportes with 3 action-packed fights. Thank you again for coming, and I'll see you all ringside on Saturday night at the StubHub Center. Thank you.
back and you're in a blue shirt. Everyone stay down, please.
Steven, you're in the blue shirt.
In the back, please. Please, in the back. Thank you, guys.